Earlier this year, I wanted to find out if there was a way to acquire the nitrogen from spruce branches. And so what I did, because I figured it would be also kind of handy to build new soil due to their very practical and uniform structural layout. So they tend to be flat. So what I did, I put a bunch of it flat right on the ground. It was quite sparse, actually more mossy than what you're seeing down here. And then I strew some coal on it. Most of the coal is on the top of just regular whatever mulch I was raking from around the area and just spreading on. The idea was that the mulching that I put on will be providing the bacterial surrounding setup for degrading, but also utilizing the nitrogen in the pines. And the coal is kind of to be like extra capture for ammonia gases that break down during decomposition, but also to kind of bulk up and make a very sturdy soil fairly quickly. It also helps to note that since the spruces are very acidic, one thing I had in mind was that as they decompose, instead of getting like a very weedy plot, you still get a pH-wise balance by having the biochar act as a buffer. Now, I had absolutely no idea how this would work, and it surprises me actually how well this worked, because I would actually suspect that despite the greens that I put in with the pines, it would more or less be consumed and deprived of nitrogen in the first year or two due to how the wood and also the biochar actually absorbs nitrogen in different ways, but they both do. But it doesn't actually seem like this place was affected whatsoever. A clear sign of nitrogen deficiency is found on the top here with the moss, but this is a part of the ecological succession that occurs. So it's as nutrients leaches downwards, that's where coal, for example, is quite good, or other punky wood material. But as for the main growth of plants here, most of these leafy ones here used to be here. They look kind of healthy. There's some new, slightly taller plants involved here. These one were not here before, and they, in that condition, will grow quite tall. And so I think they're quite nitrogen hungry, and it kind of makes sense that there will be more of them down here than further up. Unless you get to the top there, because there is actually nutrients. And it may actually be observed, even from this camera angle, that this part of the upper part of the hill is actually more greener and lush. And the main difference is that there is, prior to me putting this field on or whatever, there was plenty of nutrient deposits I made there, a process in and of by itself. But it's slow and gradual, and it has made a, for me, very clear, distinct effect. It's more lushy over there than it is down here. So it's sort of like an intermediate between a few of the species, I notice. Well, this can be interesting to note, that because maybe next year this very easy way to kind of make more arable land this just becomes a byproduct of maintaining woods. While I'm already here, these grassy mounds, most people consider them a weed, and yes, I understand that why many would say so, but it's worth noting that you really cannot fight them. They will always return no matter what you do. So have them join you. I'm using them here to kind of make a wall to hold back more mass on the top here. What you're seeing here is a very old, previously almost calcified chicken manure. It has taken some time over the course of summer to kind of break down a little bit. Hard as fuck. I wasn't able to break through it with a shovel or anything. So this seems to be kind of working quite well for me, that instead of me using so much effort breaking the chicken shit, I can actually just let nature do its course here and try to maybe cover it a little bit with some coal to protect it from radiation. But apart from that, just allow the nutrients to leak downwards, and then if I care to, I harvest these and I move them to a place I want to build, you know, in a different way, or maybe I just need to replenish something I've already been growing in. Um, yeah, I guess this is way too long for a note anyways. Bye bye bye.